everyone, welcome back to my podcast episode. And I'm Sekar, and today's topic is something very hard to hear, but it is also important to understand. So today's topic is the event of slave breeding farm. Yes, it is. It is disgusting, right? From the title itself. So, without further ado, let's dive into the slave breeding farms where the enslaved women were forced to have kids. So, let's go. So, first of all, we all know that the slavery in America was very terrible, where people were treated like a property, like an object, and also sold like an object. But this is less to be talked about right now. How enslaved women were treated like animal to reproduce more enslaved people. So basically, enslaver want more labor, want more worker, but they thought instead of just buying them, they thought like, why not breeding them? They treated these enslaved women like animals because these enslaved women were like just making more bodies. So bodies make more bodies, and the thing is, this wasn't a rare thing back then, especially after the transatlantic trade ended. So slave owner needed more workers, and at the end forcing women to have more children. And this has become the part of the system. So every enslaved woman were valued by how many children they can make. So it is just how twisted it was back then. Okay, according to the video that I have watched, it is shown that the plantation actually forcing their enslaved woman to get pregnant. So either by assigning the breeder or enslaved man, or raping themselves. And the worst part is this woman has no choice, no consent, and no freedom. Every baby, every children that they have made is actually meant to be more free labors for the slave owner. In their lifetime, this enslaved woman is giving birth like 10 children, 11 children, even 12 children, and these were sold and were taken away from them. And just imagine that you're forced to giving birth and the baby was raped from you over and again, because this is the part of the system. So we're now moving on to the human body cost. So it's just too easy for us like saying, wow, the slavery was so bad back then, but it goes deeper than that. This even was a systematic reproductive violence where the enslaved women back then were not allowed to say no, to keep their children or just raise them. And this is going like the whole system. This is designed by them, and these enslaved women were treated like a machine. And when they were not able to giving birth again, they were cast aside and this enslaved woman was seen as a useless person. And this even also talk about how this teenage girl were pushed down into this even in this slave breeding farm, where their body were used before they were fully growing up. It is just very cruel, and the mothers will live with deep grief, and the children growing up do not know where their parents are and who their parents are, and this family was just kept destroyed again and over again. Okay, so we're going to talk about why this still matters. So why we talk about it right now, because all of this history really shapes us in our life now. So and it is honestly acknowledging the people where this history often hide from many people, and these people always hiding this ugly part. And this is just not about a fact or a history, it is just about our empathy. It is about listening to the voice that were never heard. And also my opinion was, it is just ironic that way back then were so mean that we have slavery, and in this nowadays we just we even cannot say no to other people, and it's just insane how we change that much. But it is also a good thing because the world keeps getting better. So yeah, that's all. Again, this is kind of the heavy topic to talk about, but I'm really glad to diving more about this slave breeding farm, and I hope this podcast also raise the awareness too. And we also must remember this enslaved woman, because this woman deserves to be remembered, like their story matters, and we have a responsibility to speak up and reflect this even. So okay, that's all, and I'm Sekar signing out, and goodbye.